Hey everybody, Trail Junkie here. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope you're all doing well today. I have to let you know, I have been struggling with that cold flu thing that's been going around for the last month, and I'm finally starting to feel better. So I can tell in my first couple videos that I really wasn't feeling all that great, but I really feel an urgency to get information out to you. The other day I did do a video on Kelsey. I actually have 2 more interviews that I'd like to share with you. And my purpose for doing this, my purpose for delving into Kelsey's interviews is to glean some knowledge about Libby's life and what was going on around the time of the murders. I'm not interested in a lot of things that she has said that don't actually pertain to the crime. We know that a lot of conflicting statements have been made by Kelsey, and for what reason, I really can't tell you. It could be that, she's being asked to stick to a certain narrative, and maybe it's not what she really remembers, and so it's hard to remember something that didn't happen. So anyhow, I don't know, but it's a fact that Kelsey's statements have changed, especially about the time frame of when she dropped the girls off. Okay, so today's interview, Kelsey gave to James Renner on September 10th of 2018. Now, the other day I made a video about her last statement, which was her impact statement. And this video is actually, I believe, her first interview. All right. This is what Kelsey had to say. I was with Libby all the time. Best little sister anyone could have. Libby was like a mom. We were like each other's diaries. We would sit for hours talking about our secrets. Libby likes rap music. And they would have swam together the following year if Libby hadn't died. She talks about there being some middle school drama from sports. This is something I had never heard of. And that she was in a big fight with her best friend, but that best friend was not Abby. I did hear Kelsey say in one of her interviews once that Libby had lots of best friends. I haven't really heard anyone say that, but Kelsey did say that with her own words. Libby had a lot of best friends. All right. So she was in a big fight with a best friend, but not Abby. The fight was over a boy. Kelsey's words, this happens sometimes. Libby was one of the more popular girls. She was in with all the cliques. Math and science were Libby's favorite subjects. We all know that Libby was an excellent student. She was in advanced classes, and I believe even took some classes at the college. Libby's love language is giving and time. Now, Kelsey's going to talk about geocaching. We had a fun geocache. That's what we were doing that weekend. And the last 2 weekends, they went geocaching. She's talking about prior to February 13th, 2017. We were geocaching in the Amish fields around here. We were geocaching the week that everything happened. There were 2 geocaches at Monon High Bridge. We promised each other we would only do it together. One is at the beginning of the bridge, right under the railroad tie at the beginning of the bridge. So if you were to step onto the bridge, right under that first railroad tie, there was a geocache. And there was one on the side of the road. You actually have to drive to get there. Abby's getting home. I'm gonna tell him to shush. Okay. Shh. Shush. See, I did.
Scared me.
Okay, now the other geocache is, she says, on the side of the road, you actually have to drive there. That day they wanted to go out and take pictures. We go out there once or twice a month and take photos with our phones. 10 to 20 kids were there when she dropped them off, hanging out. So Kelsey saw 10 to 20 kids there when she dropped them off, and those kids were hanging out. Kelsey only saw kids her own age when she dropped them off. Okay. Well, that was quick. So I'm going to end this video. And again, all the opinions and comments made here are mine. I am purely speculating. I am purely theorizing. And the purposes of this video is for entertainment and educational and informational purposes. Thank you for watching Kelsey German's interview with James Renner on September 10th, 2018. Thank you.